Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 24 of Gracefall. Can you believe it? Collective Soul. It's Collective Soul, not Can You Believe It. But can you believe it? Hi, everybody. Hello to everybody in chat. Last time, it's been a couple weeks. Last time, the crew shot billionaire Hugo Greene with a mithril bullet, causing his Warforged body, that he's not supposed to have, to shut down critically. Claire took it apart, figured out how it worked. They figured out this thing doesn't have a soul. It's some sort of robot lich husk thing. Claire currently has the body. The rest of the group went back to the main camp to tell Commander Crawford that she's in charge again. She sobered up. They had a big discussion, and we're going to pick up roughly there. There's a couple kind of hanging threads of the High Priest of Palark wants to talk to Wynne. As a reminder, his name is Ambrose, and he's like 105. And Issa wanted to talk to Rick, a.k.a. Fred Clapham.
Fred what?
Clapham.
That's an unfortunate
name. Pardon me. So, let's start. Let me get dice. Is a space roll. Let's start with the Priest of Palark. Wynne, after you're done talking to Commander Crawford, the Ambrose and his assistant, a tiefling named Flash, kind of sidle up to you, and they ask if you have a moment.
Oh, of course. What do you need, sir?
Okay, so you asked us to look into the ritual called the teething about the werewolves. So we did, and it turns out that indeed deep in the distant past, there is a blood ritual that communities undertook. I thought it was some sort of like coming of age ritual, but it actually seems to refer to taming of the inner beast. I kind of thought it was like a puberty metaphor, to be honest. It's not. It's actually about werewolves, it turns out. Kind of, who knew? You knew, I guess.
Yeah, we know. There's a lot of werewolves around now.
Apparently, I'm a werewolf.
Yep. I think everybody's a werewolf. At least all the humans are.
Oh. Huh. That's weird. But only here, because we can see the moon?
Yeah. Seems like a bit of a loophole, but I'm kind of happy that there aren't any werewolves on the moon.
Yeah, no, that would be bad. Sort of, especially given how tight confined spaces in a city is. Like a...
Technically, there are a lot of werewolves on the moon. They just don't werewolf.
Werewolf. Okay. So, it says remove curse, removes the curse. I'm sorry, it's a blessing. Hail the Dark Lord, the King of the Wastes. Remove curse, fixes it.
Okay, but it is a curse. Like, that's... Come on, guys. No offense.
Remove curse, fixes it.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep my job, man. He says, but otherwise, the community must gather together. The affected individuals perform a bloodletting. There is no full sacrifice. It's a kind of everyone gives a drop of blood kind of thing into a cauldron the affected drink it, swear infinite fealty to Palark in the here and then the after. Bing bang boom, control over werewolfism.
That seems like a vector for hepatitis, quite frankly.
Yeah.
We
Here's how you
boil the
control
blood?
werewolf entire party simultaneously. That sounds so unsanitary.
That's gross.
If you boil the blood, then it's not really blood anymore. It's just kind of gross water. Like,
You have to inhale the blood
kill all the
vapors.
cells, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh boy, do you think Palark cares how science works?
No, he definitely does not. Because I'm sorry, I am a man not only of science, but literally made of science.
You are.
So,
Yeah, Palark doesn't have eyes, but he can still see. So, I don't know.
that is more. That is actually fine, because I don't have eyes either, technically, and I see just fine. I have this thing right here.
You have visual, some sort of visual. He's got like horns that grow out of his face where his eyes would be. He's real cool. Here's a pamphlet.
Thank you.
Kind of points up and realizes he has to point down because he's on the place where he needs to be.
Clangley will stick the pamphlet in his forehead, and it will just kind of like a wow, an interesting read. Like
Totally
an old
shredded and I'm being polite.
He's got
Nothing.
confetti for the party leader.
No, he doesn't have. He didn't shred it, guys. Come on, it just came out of his mouth.
So yeah, the Ambrose says, take about how many people left have the. I guess I do. How many? There's a couple other people who haven't been removed, cursed, enhanced, blessinged, or whatever. My Dark Lord. It would take ritual probably take about an hour.
I mean, I guess we can ask the people who are left if they want to drink blood or, just get removed curse.
I mean, I'll do it.
Drink blood?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so the blood drinking line is there, the remove curse line is there, and the fuck this I'm going home line is there.
These days, I'm glad I don't have. I just don't get diseases or anything like that. It's quite nice.
He says, I'll start gathering the necessary herbs and minerals. I'll spread I've had Flash print up a flyer. I'll put it around camp.
Could have sworn you were about to say herbs and spices.
I need to find the 13 herbs and spices. The most sacred. They are secret and sacred.
Now that
keep
is a
it
D&D
safe.
quest.
He's dressed in all white and he has like kind of a big mustache and
First three are salt, pepper, and MSG. That's the spoiler. I don't know what the other ones are.
Gonna have a little mini campaign or one shot that takes place in the past that's just all about how Thanks Torm, it's Torm's Day was founded.
their chicken finger gauntlet is impressive. It's fully deep fried.
Oh my god.
And then you get dipping sauces that you put each finger of the claw in. I'm working on it. Okay. Kind of starts to poke around, like blood ritual at 6. Issa, what would you like to do?
Oh boy. So, Issa would have looked into it. What is it that Rick actually like is doing? What is it he's like? What work was he brought here to do? Like
He is. He's like I'm trying to think of what he is like product maintenance. He's like the fanciest term for like a janitor, basically. But it's a little he's here to like he would technically be an engineer. Like he's here to maintain parts. He's not here to build or design anything. He's here for kind of maintenance and repairs and general kind of whatever Commander Crawford needs him to do. So he'd probably be maintenance engineer.
at least until I steal him for the other camp.
Wow. Feel free. You are the head engineer. You can do whatever you want. And it's still I'm not trying to be like it's not important. It's just he clearly applied for an entry-level position. He's also like 20. So, like
my question more there is like, am I stepping on another manager's toes by stealing him away from his tasks for a bit?
No.
Okay. Ooh, boy. Issa's gonna go find him and say, excuse me, Mr. Rick.
Yes, Chief, boss. What can I do for you?
I would like to have a private word with you if you don't mind. Is now a good time for you?
If you say it's a good time, it's a good time.
All right, then. And our camp is like we've dealt with the billionaire problem for now, but there's still a whole bunch of like corporate suits running around being corporate suits.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
He did not, while he followed you to his second location alone, the board of directors insisted on sending some other corporate stooges. So it is not just no one's like sea level. Like you outrank probably a decent portion of them, and so would like now Commander Crawford. They might debate her legitimacy, but like also most of them don't have class levels in anything other than pathetic bureaucrat. So middling manager, they can't wield a sword or a gun.
You have the powers of punch, bullet, and scary magic on our side.
Sleep.
What do you think we are? Disappointing legacy wizards? So as they're going back to sort of Issabel's cabin, she's going to get a detect magic ready.
Okay.
Going to absolutely spend a couple minutes when they get there checking for either divination spells or bugs. I would like to have this private conversation be private.
You detect a very small residuum source, and it's clearly powering some kind of listening device that has been very surreptitiously placed into your main camp residence.
Ooh.
Yeet.
All right. Do you like pull skeet with it, or do you just throw it?
I'm gonna pull skeet with it. I actually like that idea. Well. That's out of the way. I don't have much here in the way of... sorry about that.
It's okay.
I don't have much here in the way of comforts, as neither do us, but they're wooden chairs if you would like to pull up a seat.
Yeah, he's kind of as described. He's wearing like pretty bulky mechanical armor. But yeah, he does his best to sit in a chair, kind of. It doesn't...
I like to think that one of the things Issabel has just like a plain wooden like kitchen table.
Mm-hmm.
And then just a series of chairs in different sizes.
He picks one of the bigger ones, kind of, and steam kind of emits as he sits down. And you can hear pistons kind of depressure, or like releasing air and stuff. Hi.
Well, I would like to tell you a bit of a story, if you wouldn't mind,
Of course.
Mr. Rick. About, what would you say from Issabel's perspective? About a year and a half ago?
I'd say about a year and a half ago. I think that's fair.
About a year and a half ago, I was in the city of Waterdeep to escort a shipment of dragon scales back to my family's home in the Citadel of Adbar. And it was midwinter. And for whatever reason, a mist came and brought me and a group of a few friends elsewhere. Now keep in mind, from my perspective, all of this happened about a year and a half ago. And as she's telling the story, she's kind of opened what's clearly like her personal steamer trunk, and is just sort of sorting through it. It's mostly a lot of letters. They look like they're in color-coded stacks. Like there's a green one, there's a very like pure, very white, bright white one that's looks almost typed instead of handwritten. As she's going, she's just kind of digging through it, and eventually pulls up this very, not necessarily large, but large for her, black hard leather case. And it's clearly traveled with her. Like, it doesn't look old, but it looks worn. And while we were there, in a place called, maybe you've heard of it, Keldon Town, I made a promise to someone. She's going to, like, hop up on her chair, kind of put the carrying case down on the table. And then also on the table, there's this weird sort of stand thing. As she continues to talk, she's going to lay her prosthetic arm onto the stand, disconnect it from where it holds on to the rest of her shoulders, and just sort of lean back out of it into her chair. And it's a promise I've tried very, very hard to keep. Going to, at that point, lay the case down so the latches are facing Fred, and just sort of push it over towards him.
He will, very tentatively, very reverently, pull the case slightly closer and flip them open, and open the case.
So inside of it is not necessarily what you would call a prosthetic. It looks more like a brace, but it is not a mimic, you monster.
I said it in chat. I didn't want to ruin the nice moment.
For a second, I thought it was going to be.
But it's a funny moment, so I want it preserved in VODs for people who missed it. It's more of a brace, and it's more of an exoskeletal sort of enhancement for a leg. And not only is it just very detailed, very obviously lovingly made, it was made for a child to grow into. There are a lot of points about it that it can adjust, it can stretch, it can be different sizes for things. A lot of thought and attention was put into what would have worked for the child that she had met.
He is clearly tearing up. He kind of hits the like a central point of his armor, and it kind of kind of Iron Man style, pre-nano suit Iron Man kind of clangs off of him, and kind of pulling out from his mechanical legs, he pulls out these two walking sticks, kind of leg crutches. And you can tell that he has modified those in such a way. It looks like one of them he has attempted to kind of replicate your gun arm. It does not look as elegantly designed as yours, but it clearly shoots bullets if he needs it to. And then the other one, you can tell if he kind of like hits a switch, like a giant like buster sword basically comes out of the bottom of it. And he very solemnly, kind of quietly takes it, adjusts it on his legs, and kind of stands up, still using his crutches. He kind of he says, it's been a long time, and I didn't. It's been longer than a year. I honestly didn't think you'd remember a promise to a silly little boy.
I saw the heart in that silly little boy. How could I forget that?
He's.
I did think that when I gave it to you, I would still be the taller of the two of us.
He kind of. His laugh breaks through his tears, and he says, "We must keep the midwinter spirit with us year round." Thank you. This means more to me than you will ever know. You've been an obvious inspiration to me. All of your friends were a great inspiration to everyone in Keldon Town. Thank you.
Of course.
You say it's
Well,
I'm sorry, go.
that is the past. We do have a future to look forward to.
He says it's only been a year and a half by your reckoning.
I believe that one of the reasons that I ended up here instead of back in Keldon was a miscalculation. We expected time to be consistent between apparently extra-dimensional travel. Turns out such is not the case.
Yes. When you defeated the apparent Dark Lord, Alistair Scrimp, 10 more years passed in Keldon Town before, as I understand it, most of the people were sent, I hope, back to Wyan Yoth. I have not encountered any others, but there was attempted successors to the Dark Lordship, but the Union is strong.
Need another one of those very soon. Good to know we'll be able to count on you.
Yeah, how come none of these people have their own horrible pocket dimension? Am I right? They suck.
I am trying so... God's bright mantle, just help me with this. Trying so hard to make sure that doesn't happen again.
You have my implicit, tacit, full, explicit support. He kind of looks back at his suit of armor, and he's like, I have to make that fold up into like a briefcase or something.
We can get to work on that. What are your thoughts on a majority duty of dealing with sharp corners and derusting.
Yeah, I can.
Because
do
I
that.
could use a hand over at the hot spring, keeping Bits from being as dangerous as he could be.
Yeah, is he the goblin I saw perfect fusion when I was coming in? With little hammers?
He is exceedingly good at what he does, and what he does is a little bit of everything, but
I'm excited to learn.
well, have plenty of time to catch up as we continue to work, hopefully closer together.
Um,
Now we have a month to try to figure out how to get everyone on the planet unionized. Hooray!
It took longer than a month in Keldon. There were more people? Am I a werewolf? How's that work?
That's an excellent idea. We might need to have Claire hit you with the remove curse, just in case.
Just in case?
Just in case.
That'd be great. I didn't really think of the implications until right now, but I'm pretty sure I'm a werewolf because of how the whole timeline works. I don't think
they're kind of hitting us both at the same time.
I don't think being shunted into a dread dimension, even 500 years ago, is enough to sort of a ancient curse.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you were shunted after the Grace Fall anyway, and that's when the thing happened.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Well, we also do have another pre-existing union here to help.
Yeah, Warforged are new. They're cool.
Mm-hmm. There were a few of them back in where I'm from, but not nearly this many.
He nods. He says, whatever you need. And I guess we can dispense of the whole Rick thing. That fooled nobody for 5 minutes. So Fred is fine.
I thought the name of Bronzeworthy did suit you rather well.
Well, thank you. It felt fitting, and I hope you don't mind.
I'm delighted, in fact.
Yeah, so he will answer to Fred. He will answer to Freddy or Rick. Either one is fine, but there is already a Fred. And he's like, oh.
I'll be right back.
Okay. And he's going to say Fred is his father. It's not. That's Alfie. He will leave your tent. He will take his armor with him. Inspiration, Jay, obviously. Okay. What else would folks like to do?
It was beautiful. I'm sorry. I heard almost all of it. I just had to. I'm hungry.
So there's a couple things on the table. There's talk of union within a month. There's talk of a blood ritual. Claire's back at Hot Spring Hamlet doing various science experiments. Is unsupervised. What would you all like to do?
Clangley actually specifically requested that she be unsupervised because we're pulling out all the stop.
I'm going to check something real quick, but I
Sure.
did make those copies of how Hugo Greene's body copy was created and the murder that it took.
Yes.
And I need to distribute those. So, let me just check. Nope, I can't communicate with anyone from where I am. I can send stones.
Yes, you have a familiar, yes.
I do, yes. So I conjure stones, and tie a little note that says, oh, what would I say? It just says, I have gifts. Smiley face. The smiley face is kind of smudged, as if she tried to wipe it off. She types that message to Stones and sends Stones to go summon everybody.
Okay.
I like to imagine that the message like gets to Hathew, and then Hathew like passes it off to Spicy, and it's just to be needlessly secretive.
Familiar. It's just a familiar chain. Okay, yeah.
You have a network.
Epaulette gets involved somehow, but we're not really sure how.
Yeah, you do all have little friends. Raven, I'm sorry, Stones takes off. And before we get too much further into the episode, even though we're already half an hour in, everyone took a level. Did everyone who has not already multi-classed take a level in their main class? Did anyone new multi-class? Let me ask that. No? Okay. Cool. Issa, what did you take a level in?
I took a level in Wizard.
Okay, perfect. So you're Wizard 3, Artificer... I'm sorry, Wizard 4, Artificer 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. One level away from Fireball.
I need it, and then I can just stop caring about Wizard.
Or like 3 Artificer levels away from Fireball or something weird. Okay, perfect. So everyone is...
It's on the Artillerist spell list.
Everyone is 7th level. Perfect. Okay. Stones. Who does Stones find? Let's roll a d3, which is just a d6. Wynne. Stones, Claire's familiar, approaches you and has a little note tied around their neck.
Oh. Claire will say, hello, how are you? And she'll, like, let the bird, which is probably, like, half of her size, just, like, land on her. Yeah, it's a big bird.
Yeah.
Actually, a big old bird, kind of. I don't think it can communicate with... I'm trying to remember how familiars work. Familiars can only communicate with their, like, wizard, right? Like, I think it can, like... Oh, man, I'm trying to remember.
Ravens specifically, for some reason, are an exception, but I don't remember.
Find familiar.
Really dandy beyond.
Yeah, so Raven, appearing in unoccupied space between range, has statistics of chosen form, though it is a celestial fae or fiend instead of a beast. I can communicate with it telepathically within 100 feet. I think Stones is out of that range.
But Dan's right. Ravens can mimic. They have the mimicry trait. So
True.
It's a Corvid.
Yeah.
It should be able to do the same mimicry thing that Kyle was able to do.
yeah, Kenku do. So it can repeat simple messages. But yeah, Ravens can learn, like, I can't even remember. It's some crazy amount of words.
I think familiars are intelligent, so they would be able to do, like, not a one-to-one call, but probably something somewhat.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The way D&D Beyond, the way D&D has it is ravens are wise. They aren't smart. Most beasts aren't. They don't have intelligence. They have cunning. So
I thought familiars specifically. Though.
Oh, let's see.
I might be wrong about.
I mean, as Marty's pointing out in chat, I'm also a gnome druid, so I have like 8
Yeah,
things I can
you could
use
definitely-
to talk to this
You
bird.
could definitely talk to it. Okay. Stones lands. He has a note and says, like, Wynne.
You have a little note for me, buddy? And Wynne will take the note and read it and be like, it could have been worse. Way to go, bud. And she'll like stroke him.
Kind of gets a little close, like nuzzles. Like, yeah, I can get used to this. Spicy is clearly jealous. I don't like this bird. But yeah, kind of hops on your shoulder and it's just like, that's cool. Kind of looks around like, okay.
Yeah, Wynne would go collect her other 2 party members and it's like, show him the note and be like, Claire wants something.
Yep.
Let me get my arm back on and we'll be on our way shortly.
A lot of paperwork to file. A lot of paperwork. Apparently we have to unionize the colony within 2 weeks, a month.
I mean, most of them are already in a union.
Yeah, but it's very difficult to try and join the different unions because what they want to do is they want to segment unions into smaller unions and this is going to go on.
It's a lecture. The entire.
It's a labor. This is my labor law class. This is what it is basically.
They want us divided at each other's throats.
Yeah, if they have a smaller bargaining unit, then you have less power.
Just an hour is different union songs. It's just, just the 3 of you, or are you pulling anybody with you?
We are taking Rick.
Okay. He'll kind of get back in his armor, which means he can carry a bunch of stuff too. So if you need anything carried, he's very strong. He's mechanically powerful, and he can carry. He's got like the Goliath feature where he can carry things as if he were a large creature.
Oh wow.
So he'll grab a bunch of stuff. It's kind of like, we need this. Nobody questioned me. I have a giant mech suit. And start heading out back to the Hot Spring Hamlets. Okay. Claire, you can hear them approaching almost certainly. Partially because they have a giant mech suit. There's Clangley, who is aptly named. And Stone's probably at some point.
Not a subtle party.
No. One day. One day.
Next time we're gonna be like an intrigue.
They will actually have a party make a successful stealth check. Today is not that day.
We did pull off a stealth mission once, but that's because one of our big armored people wasn't there.
I'm trying to. I would love if one of you even had a higher stealth score than Gale. Like. Okay, Stones also flies ahead as you get closer to kind of be like, they're coming.
Wasn't
They were
Gale's
just like
stealth 2?
Gale's stealth was just her proficiency. Or no, I'm sorry, just her dex. It wasn't. She was not proficient in stealth.
Not that kind of rogue.
No, she was explicitly a locksmith. Why are you asking her to sneak? I'm good at picking locks. Like
the
hysterical. I love anytime everyone's like, "Well, we'll get the rogue to sneak." Okay, I'm as good at it as anyone else in this party.
I promise.
You're better than either of the two
Yes.
in full plate.
Technically, Caw was probably like roughly equal. Like,
I promise. Next campaign, I will play a character that is proficient in stealth.
It's just 4 of the silentest characters you've ever
Everyone's
met
a
in your life.
rogue.
4 years when we get there.
Yes. Everyone's a rogue or a
Can we do, like,
bard.
heist campaign. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Okay.
Ocean's 11.
And maybe we won't play the same class.
Yeah. Well, if
We'll
everyone's
probably still end up playing the same class.
Yeah, probably.
a rogue too. Crap.
But different types of rogue.
But different types of rogue. And they play very...
We gotta both tell each other what character we're playing in advance, and then like so we can like not. But I guarantee it. Like I'm playing a fighter, and then I'll be like sucker, and we'll both come to the session with a rogue somehow.
Well, that's what happened last time. It's not like you
Yeah.
pre-planned it. You just both came like, I guess we're both clerics and artificers.
And even then, last time we played so differently, there was that moment where you forgot Call was a cleric.
Yeah, no,
We did.
very, very different. Okay.
Anyway.
And these two characters are also very, very different. They play very differently.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm the punch man again.
Okay. Claire, your friend's approach.
Claire will hold out her arm to bird characters, goddamn, to Stones, and she'll kind of like bring Stones up to her face, and she's like, "There's more clanking than usual. Who did they bring?"
New guy.
Interesting.
Kind of cocks the head, like does not have the words to describe. It's kind of like Clangley, but with a person, like with a human head. And yeah, before anyone else, you can see the big silhouette, like juggernaut mech suit of a fairly tiny looking man carrying a bunch of engineering equipment.
It's just like
Before-
one of those YouTube blow-up videos.
Before she dismisses Stones, she's gonna hand, put up to her beak, like one of the washers from Hugo Green's body. Just, there you go.
It's shiny at least.
Yeah.
Kind of hold it in the mouth.
All
And then-
ravens have an extra dimensional space for shinies, not just familiars.
Is
Claire's really putting that handle animal to good use.
shunted to an alternate reality.
Wait, Claire's proficient in handle animal?
I don't think so. Her wisdom is not that great.
Never mind that.
Obviously.
What about this character has proven that she's not wise?
Truly doling out wisdom every single session.
Name a single episode that hasn't been in the last, 23, that she hasn't done something just
But anyway,
wild.
she will turn to face the entering party and just kind of nod at the new person, but any acknowledgement she has of him does not go beyond that. So she's just like, all right, you're here. And then
Cool, great to meet you too, I guess. Just kind of keeps walking, finds bits to be like, I
Like, it's
that,
not-
Don't worry.
yeah, she's not trying to be rude. She just doesn't realize that this is a situation where you introduce yourself.
yeah, like he's kind of like wizards, am I right? I guess. Okay.
Just completely goes over her head.
As a
Because
wizard, you're not wrong.
as she goes straight into her spiel of, I have deconstructed and analyzed the body of Hugo Greene. Now, the thing to understand here is that necromantic magic is very inefficient. For one living organism, you get, for most spells, about a third of its actual life energy. If it either retains it in its body if it is still alive, or if it dies, it disperses. It takes a lot of necromantic energy to create the thing that Hugo Greene created or had created for him. I get the feeling that he is not that smart. This can be achieved in many ways, but it is not without sacrifice. And Hugo Greene sacrificed much to create it.
Unfortunately, it sounds like you mean that extremely literally.
He most likely killed at least 3 people to do this.
And this is just for the one body?
Just the one.
I have prestidigitation. I do. Oh, good. I can muffle the loud ass screams I start giving out.
Question.
Yes.
Let's say someone were to get access to a large quantity of residual. How would this process become at all more efficient, creating these homunculi?
You would still need life energy. You would either have to siphon it from something or kill it and siphon it. You get more energy from outright killing something.
To figure out
You would lose. It is theoretically possible that you could lose less life energy. I estimate maybe a half to 2/3 yield rather than 1/3. But you would still lose energy and you would still have to kill.
So, if I'm hearing this correctly, a large part of the reason that he wants this residual mine open is so that he can make his murder machine slightly more efficient.
I'm sure there are many reasons, not the least of which is the riches, but yes, if he has to take less life. Though I also get the feeling that life is not
I'm pretty sure
his main concern.
It's a capital cost for him.
Yes.
He's a monster.
Oh,
He's a
yeah,
psycho.
100%. It's a capital cost to him.
He's trying to reduce his overhead. He just happens to be killing slightly fewer people.
Yeah, the other thing, Clangley, because of the way you know how Warforged batteries work, he might also be trying to build a Warforged battery that never dies, because Warforged batteries do run out. If he can get a body that just lives forever, that's what he wants, clearly, and he doesn't want to. If he doesn't have to keep transferring his soul, brain.
Yes, yeah.
Now, this is highly incriminating information. This is information that gets people killed. And so I've come up with a couple of contingencies. I have recorded the proof of this ritual onto several crystals. I would like, with your permission, if you are willing to take on the responsibility of having incriminating information about Hugo Greene on your person, I would like each of you to take one as insurance.
Well, if he didn't want me dead before, he certainly does now.
Oh, he's wanted me dead for a very long time.
Yeah.
He said so himself during our last contract negotiations. He said, "Clangley, I want you dead." And that was after he had to give us an extra 2 weeks.
He said, "Clangley, I wish that you were dead. It's legally distinct.
Yes.
It
Said,
doesn't
"I
provide
wish
a
you
motive."
were dead. Legally distinct. I don't want to get arrested for slander. I've been being arrested for murder. At least 3 times. Probably a couple hundred times. Who knows how many of these he would have created with resources like his?
I don't.
Do I have an
think
estimate of?
about it.
Do you think I would know, just based on like the time and the resources it took to create this one and to create me?
Does it have a serial number on any of the parts?
Oh. That's an interesting question. Roll a d20 check.
Would this be investigation?
This is just going to be... This is a luck check, basically.
14.
14, okay.
5.
Okay.
I don't know if I should roll anything.
Just one. There we go. 14. Okay. Claire is so complicated because, it's...
Yes.
It
Yes,
goes
she
beyond, for you, it's like this, it's like this intellectual kind of passion. It wasn't necessarily about, actual, how much would this cost? You weren't necessarily doing, a study on it. Whereas, Hugo Greene would be like, how much did this cost, though? He claimed he was endless. You think if he sort of streamlined the process, because he's also not transferring his soul. He only did that once. He's creating copies of his mind, which is still complicated. You estimate, given his worth, he could have 100 easy, and it would have cost him $1 billion. One of his billions.
He said he was endless. He wasn't necessarily exaggerating.
Good. I'm going to need more mithril bullets. Probably going to need to work on some armor piercing.
Only I could get to the source. His actual soul.
We need to get back up to the moon for that.
Mm-hmm.
Then we need to find it. Probably murder a lot of security between us and it.
Did the Hugo Greene copy have a connection, like a direct line to his soul, or was it physically distinct?
Physically distinct.
Mm.
Because he seems to, based on what he told Issa, Wynne, and Clangley, and you could have seen part of this message, it seems like they won't know he's dead until he doesn't report in for a bit, and then they kind of have to figure. He implied that they have to figure things out, so it doesn't seem like there's any kind of direct connection. He's sort of been put onto, he's kind of like a Manchurian candidate kind of thing. He's like a sleeper agent almost. He's been put on the planet to act as Hugo Greene would. All his memories dictate his personality would, but
I figured out why Hugo Greene is so stupid and his behavior is so inconsistent.
He's an idiot.
That. Miles Braun is an idiot. No, I don't think that these creatures, I don't think these homunculi are actually linked to the soul directly. I think they're just going off of their programming. That's why they're just not that smart.
Well, yeah, and they don't have a lot to work with to begin with.
Yeah, that too.
So, are we all going back up to the planet?
Oh.
Eventually. I want to make sure that the people here are more, say, insulated from corporate chicanery before we abandon them. Because he shouldn't be able to just waltz down here and fire the head of the entire operation on a whim.
Which he unfortunately just tried to do.
Well, no, he did it. We just forced him to undo it and then killed him.
Legally, if anyone's asking, he undid it himself.
We walked into the danger glade and melted. We only kind of helped.
There's no body. Sorry.
Oh,
So now what?
Just a bucket of melted skin.
Right. Or rather, you did not present it. You have his body. There was no body presented as evidence, is what I meant to say.
well, we had the bucket of skin.
Right. But I'm saying, yeah, there's no. That's the evidence that he exploited. It corroborates your evidence, is what I was trying to say. Because there is a bullet hole in his metal body, but.
Cursed. I hate it.
No one threw up.
Yet.
Commander Crawford almost did. She managed to not.
She had to invoke the ancient elven ways to not, but
They never really talk about that elvish ability.
no.
Never really covered it in any of the literature. Weird.
I really want to make that a thing. Of just like you have to like sacrifice hit points and you can just basically like cure a hangover, and it's just like I don't want to talk about what I had to do, like what sacrifices had to be made. But some Fey Lord has a part of my soul, technically. But I'm not hungover anymore.
Mostly.
I have a bad headache. I'm very dehydrated. I need a Pedialyte. Can I get perception checks from everybody, please?
Oh, God.
Oh, maybe.
You know what, actually?
Oh, I got a.
Ooh.
I got a 17.
I got a dirty 20.
I got an 8.
I got a natural 20 plus 3, so 23.
Yeah, I think you see it.
Wow, you guys see something coming. That's this party? That doesn't feel right. You all see. Everyone but Issa sees. Sorry. Everyone but Issa sees coming up from the woods where the ice beaver Frostbite lives. You hear kind of a distant calling, and you kind of don't think anything of it's birds. But as it gets closer, it's obvious that it's that family of giant birds that y'all fought in the very first episode. They're back and they're mad.
Oh, no.
Oh. It's okay. They probably don't remember me specifically punching them in the face.
I can reintroduce them to my friend, Gun!
Okay. But you all see them. You see them. What would you like to do in response?
Are they coming towards us?
Oh, yeah, they're coming towards you.
Does this include the rock?
Yes, it's the rock, and there are two
Damn it, Dwayne.
giant birds. Two baby rocks. And they're big, like, parrot-looking things. It seems like you all did very well. It seems like they're extra attracted to, like, the glint of all the crystals. Like, they kind of are maybe going to... They want
exploding crystals?
no, they're the big pile of crystals that Claire has. And
No,
Hugo Green's... Oh, are there exploding crystals?
Claire.
Yes, there are.
I asked Claire if there are any exploding crystals.
Sorry. Claire, you may answer, but yes.
Put one in your hand.
Clangley is going to chuck an exploding one of the crystals, or like he's gonna set whatever fuse is on it if that's possible, and chuck it into the center of the rocks and see if it distracts them at all.
Yeah.
You throw it, I'll shoot it.
There you go.
Okay, that works.
Give me an attack roll then, Jay.
Okay, I'm like tossing it on the ground near them, so like they'll be hopefully distracted by it, and maybe at least slow down a bit so that Issa can get them to blast. Okay. That is that a strength or dex?
Strength.
Okay. And that's not proficient, so...
Guy is getting retired for the evening, and I'm going to hunt down another D20 because you
Oh,
just
this is a
rolled me
magic
2,
weapon, so
that's
I guess
7. Really?
This is technically a magic
9.
weapon, right?
Technically.
Okay, so that's a 19.
Okay. but Issa got a 7 on the shot. You want to take a second shot, Issa? Try and-
9.
9? Okay.
Let me
Can I
get
give you my
another.
inspiration? Can I give you some of my inspiration?
I have plenty of inspiration. I can use one of
Okay.
mine. I just want another d20.
Okay,
That one is going away for the evening.
fair enough.
Here's one. Much better. 25.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna be super cool.
Okay. Let's take up some explosion damage. There it is.
Just gonna like fist
Oh,
bump
God.
Issa, clang clang. One of the more gangster things we've done, I think, on this show.
Okay.
Did 7 damage. Congratulations.
No, you did like you did 31 to 3 of them.
Oof.
Yay!
How much are those exploding rocks?
68. You don't have a
We
lot of
gotta
them,
keep those-
but
we gotta be careful with those
Yeah, they're-
exploding rocks.
they're grenades basically.
Keep them
Why
away
do-
from
How
pit.
many of these do we have?
You have 5 more.
Okay. Well, that certainly softened them up.
Oh yeah, especially the babies.
Oh, right, they're babies. I just threw a grenade at some babies.
Grenade babies.
Okay, so should we roll initiative?
Yes, please.
That is an 8. Kind of in awe of that grenade thing working. Bloody good shot.
11. Thank you.
10.
Sorry, what was yours, Wynne?
7.
7. Okay.
Oof.
Okay. Well, the rock gets to go first.
The bird has good initiative? What?
I know, everyone's stunned.
I'm pissed because we threw a grenade at it.
It's not happy. You can see it has
It wasn't happy before.
Yeah, it's clearly got some hits from the last battle. Like it took scorching rays, it took gunshots. I think it was thunder punched at some point. Like it's kind of like its eyes are a little wonky. It's missing feathers in a couple patches. It will swoop and it's gonna try and grab Wynne.
It's going to grab the one that can light themselves on fire.
15 to hit Wynne.
Yeah.
Okay. Take 18 slashing damage,
Oh
My
no.
God.
and you are grappled. It swoops, it picks up Wynne, it continues to fly. And it's grappling Wynne.
Well, I don't like that.
Not at all.
Okay. The babies will come down to harry you. They will do... Let's do Clangley and Issa. $28 on Clangley.
Ow.
For,
Is that 20 or?
No, 19. 19. Rolled a 19. So.
They have a +9 to hit?
For 10 piercing damage.
That's higher than mine.
And then 22 to hit Issa. For 10 piercing damage.
I'm really worried about Wynne.
That hit. I dislike this.
Okay.
I can't
That
milk
was
that
painful,
one.
but I'm way more worried about Wynne right now.
Same.
Didn't enjoy that, but that bird is flying away with our friend.
One of you has Featherfall, right? One of you?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
I mean,
No, actually,
You gotta be within
Michael.
range.
I don't think I can turn into a bird yet.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Well,
Maybe you can turn into something with a higher terminal velocity?
It turned into anything that's going to add hit points to yours. So you just turn into like a bear or a cow or something before you hit. It's like an extra 20 hit points. It'll help.
instead of 100, I take 60.
Right. Don't
You
worry
just
about
need to try to land on me, and so that right as I make contact with you, I can catch Featherfall. Catch you.
Why is everyone in this party made of metal? She can't land on anybody else.
Only a fourth made of metal, thank you.
Oh yeah, I can't land on Claire because she's porcelain.
No.
it. And I think you
can
would
land on
die if you
Clangley.
landed on Clangley. I think just the impact would be... metal's not going to have as much...
hitting concrete.
Yeah, it's going to be way worse than hitting, like, the earth. Okay. Aim for one of the hot springs.
There is some bodies of water nearby. Can you turn into a fish yet?
Oh, I think I can. I could turn, according to D&D Beyond, I could turn into a crocodile.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
It is
Wait
not
a second.
Friday. You
Can
do
turn
not
into
get to be a
flying
flat
animal
duck.
yet?
No, that's 8th level.
Darn it.
Okay.
Can a flying... Does a flying squirrel count as a flying animal because they're small enough to wriggle? No, wait, no. You do not want to become a squirrel near a bird. That's a very bad idea. Very, very, very bad
Not until the
idea.
bird is
Little
dead.
teeny.
It would be very small compared to the rock is gargantuan.
You turn into a baby rock.
Mama!
Why
Oh.
are you doing this?
Issa, it's your turn.
We're currently being swarmed by birds, yes?
Yes.
How many of
You
them?
need to use an AoE. I
Two.
can take it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Thunderwave at a 3rd level. I would like Constitution saves.
Okay.
Well,
Birds are
you can make
notoriously tough, right?
one. Are we far enough apart that I would also need to make one, or no?
You do not need to make a save because I am an evocation wizard.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
The highest is a 12.
No.
Fun fact about birds, they have hollow bones.
D8 thunder damage, push 10 feet away from you. At higher levels, damage increased by 1d8 for each slot above first. So that is 4d8 of thunder damage. So many eloquent words. Fuck these birds. That's 21 points of thunder damage. And they are pushed 10 feet away. And would they be knocked prone?
Well, they're dead.
No, just pushed 10 feet away.
You explode them.
Good.
Oh no.
Mitch, a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet, so everyone heard that too.
Everyone else from the camp kind of... What the... Oh,
Does
God.
that include the mommy?
Where'd the wind go? Yeah, the Wynne up in the air with the rock, it just screams.
Ever see a goblin get so mad she explodes? Now you have.
Let's see.
Well, that was gruesome. How does rock taste? I don't have taste buds.
Like chicken, but gamey.
I think that it's probably be like pheasant. Yeah. I've never had pheasant. I don't know what pheasant tastes like. Wynne, can I get a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, super. That's a solid 10.
Okay. You are deafened. The
Oh no!
The rock's cry is so loud, it temporarily means you can't hear nothing.
It is.
I wrote CL. I'm pretty sure that's Claire is next.
Okay, so the rock that has my friend is still alive?
Correct.
Okay, can I get within 30 feet of this motherfucker?
30 feet. Yes. I'm going to say yes.
All right. I got 1 4th level spell, and I am going to use it because I don't care for this at all. I hit that thing with a blight.
Oh, God. Oh, no. One of my favorites. Okay. Do I have to make a save or do you make an attack roll?
Yeah, Constitution saving throw, you gotta beat a 14. But you're still gonna take half damage.
You're hard to read. Oh, no. $12.
Yep. Time for dice, baby. 6, 13, 21,
Blight is a nasty.
28, 31, 36, 44 points of damage as Claire, like, points at this thing and just, like starts summoning off its life energy, looking for all of the world, like, you had to do this right now!
You all can see the rock visibly withers. I mean, it's clearly less than it was before. It just, like an eighth of its life force was just drained from it.
An eighth?
It's a giant bird thing.
I hit that thing for 44
Oh, wait, hold on.
points
My
of
math might be
damage.
bad. Hold on, let me see. Why did that not work? More than an eighth. A seventh. Oh, crap.
Yeah, oh crap is right.
I hope that wasn't important. It's anything else, Claire?
Did it at least, like, loosen its grip on Wynne?
No.
I've reduced its strength! No!
Why? Yeah.
Wait, is that what Blight does?
It doesn't, no, it just takes away
Okay.
it's yeah.
I'm a Warforged. I don't think I take penalties from...
Clangley?
Alright.
With all of Clangley's famous ranged spells.
Use your
No, wait.
extendo arms and punch it out of the sky.
You've shattered.
Those aren't canon. I don't have lightning lure yet.
You do
How
have
far is
shatter.
it from us?
30 feet.
Okay. Shatter is gonna hit Wynne is the issue.
If you place it above the bird.
I know, but like I feel as though there's enough damage done to Wynne's ears. I don't
She
know,
can't hear.
maybe-
Oh,
Yeah, she
yeah, I
can hear
can,
right now.
can't hear it.
Well, I'm just gonna make it even harder for her to hear.
What?
Huh?
What's mirror image do? Okay, mirror image ain't gonna help right now. Wynne's not wearing anything made of metal because Druid.
Just cast shatter. It's okay. We finally have a use for the spell. Like, you were literally talking about how this spell was useless,
That's
like,
true. That's
an
true.
hour
Well,
ago.
hey, you know what? I'll give it a shatter.
Okay.
So shatter. Wacha.
Okay. This die is getting retired for the second 3 on a con save. 12?
Yay.
No, that's not gonna succeed.
Yeah.
Because my DC is like it's a 15, I think. 5, 3, 5, so that's 13 points of thunder damage. That's a little bit underwhelming for a second level spell, not gonna lie. I should have taken Scorching Ray or something. I don't think I can, actually. Never mind. Wah! And I guess I'll just run after the friggin' bird. Like, I'm just gonna keep running after it.
Okay.
Like, don't worry. I'm coming.
Okay. And last but certainly not least, Wynne.
Okay. So, I'm in the bird's talons, right?
Yes.
For now.
For now. How far above the tree line, like, are we? Are we above any trees or anything like that?
You're above the camp still.
I
You're
forgot
about
to do something in my turn.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say, "Matthew, retrieve her!" And then my little homunculus is gonna start flying after the bird. I don't think the homunculus is fast enough.
The rock is really fast.
Yeah, the homunculus is a fly speed of 30 feet, but as a bonus action, just command it to
Yeah,
fly after it.
Perfect.
I'll do
It's
my best.
You are 30 feet above the ground, Wynne.
Then it might not do what I want it to do.
You can attempt to escape. You're gonna fall, but
Yeah.
you'd only take, what is it, 3d6?
So legitimately, if you can try to fall on Issabel, Featherfall is a reaction.
And I think Featherfall has a range of 60 feet.
60 feet.
So as soon as you start falling, can Featherfall, and then bang, 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 bang. Whatever, you have to escape. This thing's pretty strong.
Yeah, well, my idea was, because I have a new spell called Guardian of Nature,
Ooh, no.
where I get to turn into a tree, which
no.
makes, well, it says while I'm on the ground, so I guess it doesn't work.
What made up bullshit is this?
I don't know, but I think it's Soup's fault.
Great tree. Let's see. Hold on.
But since Soup made the spell, I'm pretty sure if we ask Soup, she'll say, "Yeah, no, you can do it in the air. It's fine."
And according to her, you are a were-tree.
There's actually nothing here that says anything about being on the ground.
It's, well, for me, it's literally on the last line for
sorry. I
Great
thought you were
Tree.
talking about-
Well, that's just while you are on the ground. It doesn't say you have to be. Hold on. Let's wait until.
Oh.
You actually become like a real ass tree.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Just a real ass tree.
Mm.
You didn't drop those.
Yeah,
so it's
you were
improved.
there the whole time.
Because I was thinking it would be like I would cast the spell and start turning it into a tree, and then like the vines make the terrain.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, I see.
I could like beam it so like the vines are sort of gripping onto the trees on the ground, make the terrain. What was it called? Difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for that part, yeah, you can't. Since you are not on the ground, you couldn't make the terrain difficult.
Can you
Sorry.
wild shape it to something too big for it to grab?
I mean, how big is the bird?
It's like 100 feet long. It could pick up a car.
Okay, so a bear would not. I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah, this thing could fight Godzilla. Like, it's big.
Then I will go with Plan B, and I will burn it with fire.
Always a good plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a scorching ray like right at its face.
Bam, 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 bam. How many rays you got?
I'm gonna do, what is it, 3?
Uh,
Oh no,
3 at
I
second
casted
level,
it. I cast it at 3rd level, so
4.
4.
I may or may not have been looking up a similar strategy.
I think it might be. Oh, at 3rd level, I think it might be actually 5, because I think 3 is 1st level, isn't it?
Nah, Scorching Ray
It's
is
a second level.
Scorching Ray is a 2nd level spell.
Oh, my bad.
Second level spell.
So 1. 9 plus 6 is 15.
15 is a hit.
Yay. Oh, and since it's a fire spell, I think I get extra on that.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, no, it has to be with my Wildfire spirit, and Spicy's not in his battle mode.
Okay.
So that's 10 points of damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And here comes my second one. And that is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
That's another 7 points. Oh, that's a natural 20. So that's
Horn, air horn.
double the dice, right?
Yes, double the dice. Yep.
Scorched Ray.
And that's 11, 13, 14 points.
Oh boy.
And then I get 1 extra one.
Okay.
Hit.
Bloodied, by the way.
And the last one's a 10. So
10.
that one didn't hit.
Okay. But still, bang, 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 bang. Just stupid bird.
Go. Stop. Put me down.
Bad bird.
Bad.
I'm gonna give the bird a concentration check, basically. Yeah. It maintains its grip upon Wynne. Okay. On its turn, it's going to double back and attempt to bite Clangley. 18 to hit?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. It does kind of swoop and pecks at Clangley and continues to fly.
So I get an attack of opportunity.
You do get an attack of opportunity.
Punch it in the face.
The idea of dodging, like parrying or dodging the attack and then punching the bird in the face is so cool. That I might use my inspiration for it if it misses.
Sure.
Well, that's probably not going to miss. That's a 15 plus 7, I think.
That's a hit,
22.
then? Yep.
And I'm going to use my good old-fashioned Thunder Gauntlet.
Okay.
I don't think I can use like Green Flame Blade or anything like that, sadly.
Not on an attack of opportunity, no.
Be cool if you could. Ooh, that's max damage. That is a 13 points of thunder damage, which is as much as I did with that spell.
Hey,
Just-
Rock. Hey,
Bam!
Rock. Fuck your hearing. You don't get to hear anymore.
What?
Right in the snoot. Call me scissors because I always beat rock. No, wait, rather paper. Yeah, so cool. I messed up.
Okay. The rock starts to fly away.
Wait, I'm still there.
You're still being held. Yep.
I grabbed it. That
So-
would have been a terrible idea. Never mind, I shouldn't have grabbed it. Because it's so big, I would have just flown away with it.
You can see Bits comes out of the engineering tent and very poorly tries to throw something at it, like a piece of equipment, and it's like a printer or something. It's just like this. It goes nowhere. He rolled a 2. Like, it's just
Jet.
But both Emerald and Freddy, they level their guns and take a shot, and they'll do some damage.
I hope they don't hit Wynne.
They do not.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Baby rocks are dead. Issa.
That Scorching Ray looked like a real good idea. Let's do that at 3rd level.
Okay.
That rolled an 18, so I'm pretty sure that one's gonna hit.
That's a hit.
6s. A 1, which isn't a 1 because I picked up the Elemental Adept feat, so it's a 2.
Ooh.
6, that's 8. That was a nat 1, that's gonna miss.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
That one is a 17.
That's a hit.
Might just need to exile this whole dice set for a minute. 6 more fire damage. And a 15 on the last one.
Is a hit. Yeah.
That's 4 more fire damage, and I am now also putting this d6 into isolation for a bit. I wonder if I can get away with some shenanigans here. Dang it. Can only create Paulette in an unoccupied space. I can't throw her at the bird and then have her pop up.
No, sorry.
Curse you for intercepting my really good and kind of broken idea. Not letting me summon a flamethrower on something's face.
It's a bad night for game-breaking bullshit spells.
A little bit. I think that's... Well... Not trying to do that. I'm trying to remember what type of action you are to make. Yeah, creating it does take an action. So that's my turn.
Okay.
I shoot more fire with marginal success at the bird.
Claire. The last time you went, you did a bunch of damage. What would you like to do this time?
Do it again.
Okay.
Witch bolt, 3rd level.
Witch bolt.
Oh, shit.
Come on, big numbers. 13?
Can you add 2 to it in any way? Do you have inspiration?
I'll use one of my inspos.
Okay. I was gonna say you have to have inspirations.
Yes, okay, that's a 19.
That's a hit.
Okay. 3d12 of damage. I don't even know where my d12s are. I didn't actually think I was gonna hit.
Necromancer's hurt.
21. 26 points of necrotic damage.
Good lord.
Necromancer.
Lightning crackling, purple lightning just shooting out of Claire's hands.
That stays. So if this thing doesn't kill it and
Yeah.
nobody else does,
The lightning crackling around the bird as it crashes to the ground. So Wynne.
anybody have a reaction to cast Featherfall?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, Issa quickly reaction casts Featherfall. The bird basically flips upside down so that it lands on its back, and Wynne, you can see the claw just kind of gently holding Wynne, lands on its stomach, and then opens to let Wynne free.
Oof. Boy.
Welcome back. How was your flight?
Terrifying.
Did we get a therapist in the Did we request one of those?
You requested one. I believe it was denied as unnecessary medical.
You just want to talk, ever Wynne. You know, we'll listen. I imagine that wasn't an experience.
You can talk to the priest of Palark.
Oh. He's busy. I can deal with it on my own. I have some breathing exercises I can do.
Okay, just, you know, if you need anything, let us know. Clangley will kind of
Maybe like a cup of tea, something calming, some time in the hot spring.
some roast rock.
We can have some roast bird for a while now.
I don't think we should eat the necroticized one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut some parts out of it.
But those 11 herbs and spice, 13 herbs and spices we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Fermented, it's fine.
Okay.
That's a character, a dwarf who necroticizes a bunch of yeast in a barrel to make beer.
What is the size class of this bird?
Gargantuan?
That's a big bird.
We have...
Too big for you to reanimate yet.
Yes.
What about its babies?
The babies are... Oh,
How many
boy.
pieces of the babies
Let's see.
There are no more. They exploded.
The rock babies. Hold on, let me...
I did explode them.
The baby rocks
Wait,
are...
it's a humanoid. Never mind.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Oh, we try it. Yeah. The baby... I'd love the skeleton. The baby rocks are large.
Yeah. Clangley's gonna have to like rig up a system with like some pulleys and logs to get this bird back to camp if we are gonna eat it. But
Yeah, Fred can just carry it.
You can put him in the hot springs and boil off the flesh.
Ooh.
that is look, I'm not
Still unsanitary.
environmentalist.
Too.
Yeah, no, you just got a bone broth hot
You
spring.
got a stew going. Throwing a potato?
One potato.
The saddest stew ever.
You know, weirdly enough, if we had some silver and some paladins and we made the spring like holy water, probably get rid of the necroticization like really easily, actually.
Yeah, there
Since
is
you're
still
my
like
Your religion has holy water, we have holy stew!
It's a bunch of paladins and clerics like sprinkling herbs and spices, and then also like.
Oh,
powdered
there
cinnamon.
has to be a god whose domain is cooking, right?
On this
Not there
world,
should be.
it would be... Oh, crap.
Please let it be the same as the beast god. Please let it be the same as the beast god.
No, what the heck's her name?
Yeah,
She's the
Pilwick's
goddess of
really
the...
like a homemaker when he has nothing else to do.
There is a hearth goddess. What is her name? Hold on. Is it Kayla? Did I double dip? Shattered Grace Pantheon.
Unless it's Evangeline, then not any of the ones I have in notes.
It's Kala, who's the farming, agriculture, hearth, family, harvest, cooking home.
Yeah, So Clangley is going to go to camp and say, "Do we have a priest of Kala anywhere?"
No.
Okay.
No,
We would have asked for one.
yeah, that would be denied almost immediately as like you don't have family on this planet. So, nope.
Yeah, Kala is too like warm and comforting.
Yeah,
and nice.
she is like inarguably like one of the nicest ones. Like the only argument you could make is that you need her for agricultural services,
Yeah,
and even that would be like, you're good. We'll pray up here for you.
Sending thoughts and prayers.
Yes. Okay. We'll pick up next time dealing with this giant bird, continuing to unionize, and doing the blood ritual.
Yay!
Outros and plugs. Dan.
Hi, I'm sorry I left so many times. I was very hungry. I don't know why. You can find me on the Hell website at lightningfast11.
Now.
And I would like to plug fixing the Hell website. Good lord.
Apparently, it's broken beyond repair by now.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
0
no.
days since an absolute meltdown of Twitter's infrastructure.
Tweet function failed earlier today during the Nintendo Direct. Literally the main thing that website is for.
Yeah, this is what happens when you try and cut your staff by 2/3 and then just don't cut your functions at all.
Miles
just,
Braun is
like-
an idiot.
He's just dumb.
My favorite part of that is like apparently that the director was like, "We swear to God it was a coincidence. We had no idea this was gonna happen. There's other stuff that happens in the movie too, which is like, are you sure you're not a psychic? Are you sure? I don't want to spoil it. It's very good. Go watch Glass Onion." That's my plug.
Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz. Yeah, who knows what social media is gonna do? You can try finding me. Good luck on that, but yeah. Play games with your friends. Don't follow people on the internet. Just play games.
Perfect. Mira.
Not even on Twitch. What are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Wait,
Get
no,
outta here.
no, wait, come back.
I will
Outta
plug at Step Into the Paper Tower, which is my senior project. It is a 3D virtual reality experience, is what we're calling it. Yeah, you can watch me and 20 other arts and technology students fall apart in real time.
Nice.
But in all honesty, a lot of really dear friends working on it. I have been working on it for half a year now, and we're really in it. So, yeah, be on the lookout for behind the scenes, cool insights, in all as we try to figure out how this thing is actually going to work. Other than that, play games with your friends, please. I'm begging you. Also, fuck turfs. Just fuck them. I'm so over it. Fuck turfs. Don't support the turf game. Please.
There's so many better options to be a wizard. It also just kind of sucks as a game from the look of
It
it.
doesn't
Yeah, like,
look
just
very good.
Go play Stardew Valley. It's a good game. Fuck
Also, like,
turfs.
It
Are
also
we-
has a wizard in it.
Yeah, it does, and it doesn't have like the whole plot being, yeah, let's go crush the revolt of the creatures that look like they fucking rolled out of a 1940s propaganda cartoon.
Yeah, honest to God. Fuck turfs. Fuck turfs. Also, fuck the turfs in my government.
Ugh.
I don't like living here.
I
I'm
am
wishing
sorry.
you a very out of Texas as soon as you can.
We're trying.
Jay. On.
Yeah, no, I think that was just pretty spot on. Go play a wizard in literally any other game.
Like D&D? No.
You can play a wizard in this game.
Yeah.
In this game and older editions of it, not anything newer that comes out.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Hi.
I mean, I can double the fuck turfs if that's
No,
not
fuck-
particularly obvious.
Fuck turfs. Here are my plugs. Don't play that stupid turf wizard game. If you would like to play a role-playing game about witches, play Kids on Brooms by Hunters Entertainment, I think. If you would like to
Actually
be
remember something about
witches helping your community, play Wool of Bat. It's available on itch.io. We played it on this channel. It's super fun. If you want to play a game with super weird magic, Dungeon Crawl Classics. If everyone wants to feel like a wizard, 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons is great for that. If you don't mind giving WotC money right now, buy Strixhaven. Don't support J.K. Rowling. She sucks so hard. She's just the worst. Fuck turfs. That's it. Have a great night. Like and subscribe. I don't care. Just fuck them.
So another anecdote about Kids on Brooms real quick. This Friday, of the proceeds off of Itch, they're actually going to put those towards charities for trans kids. So
Nice.
It might be
You
on
wanna
Drive-Thru
buy-
RPG as well, too, but...
We can
gotta write
organize
that
like
down.
a promotional stream for that.
This Friday? No.
This Friday? No,
Absolutely not.
sorry.
All right, fair enough. No, I get it. People are busy.
I will retweet it on Twitter. Follow us. Stay safe. Be kind. Just, it's rough out there. So,
Be kind, rewind.
Bunch of turf in the face.
but sure, Captain America would. So
Legally, we can't. We can't.
Bunch of turf in the face in Minecraft.
Okay. Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
That's gonna cover our bases.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. Like and subscribe. We'll be back next
Like and
week,
subscribe.
maybe. I can't remember. There might not be a great Shattered Kingdom next week. We're figuring it out.
But thank you
goodbye.
so much for tuning into our game.